understand that Webster defines a hero as a person who is admired for great or brave acts or fine qualities, a person who is greatly admired. There's another definition that says a hero is someone who has done something brave, something new, something good, who is therefore greatly admired by a lot of people. All right. My question is, what do you define a hero as? I mean, does a hero have to be somebody with superpowers, super fast, super smart? That's correct. She's shaking her head, no, that's correct. No, you don't have to be. A hero to me is an everyday person who decides to do something extraordinary. Yeah. Not ordinary, but extraordinary. Yeah. Something extraordinary means I'm going to stand right here and do something that everybody else has. Here's a little bit of history. Joe Lundbeck went to school with me in Riverside. I know you said Riverside. I thought you looked like you. That's correct, because I was from the east side. But there's this thing called busing in the 70s. I'm dating myself. That's correct. I was bused from the east side, from Ferry and Cambridge, all the way to Riverside. But I met a friend.
Amen.
And so me and Joe got really, really cool. And so I would go over his house during lunch. Remember that? The funny part is, everybody wasn't happy that me and Joe were friends. See, everybody in Riverside didn't look like me. Matter of fact, I didn't look anybody like me. They all looked like Joe, and that was a problem for something. So I remember getting chased home. I remember getting jumped. Doesn't matter what I wanted, I got jumped. And so I realized this race thing was real. And I remember when I went down south with my father and mother, because they were from Alabama, I put some money on the counter. I gave this lady some money, to buy some chips for me and my sister. She said, put it on the counter. I said, excuse me? She said, put it on the counter. We're from Buffalo, New York, and we're all the way in Tyler, Alabama. And I'm like, so we put it on the counter, and she gave us that change, and we went like this. She said, I put it right down. She put it on the table because she didn't want to touch us. She didn't understand, so we went home and talked to my mom. She was like, yeah, this is Alabama. I only sent you there because I knew you would say, but I didn't say they were going to treat you like you were less than. Times have changed, thank God. Yes. Now I can go to the store, they won't say put it on the counter. They may not touch my hand. It's a little more subtle. The change is slow to come. So I thank God for the heroes before me who may not be here. In 1963, Medgar Evers, the heroes of the past, he directed the NAACP operations in Mississippi. While heading the campaign, he was shot and killed by a sniper at his own home. Yeah. Emmett Till, a 14-year-old boy who was on vacation from Chicago, supposedly flirted, but that was later recanted by the woman. She said he flirted with a white woman, so they shot and killed him and threw him in the river. 1963, Addie Mae Collins, Denise McNair, Carol Robertson, Cynthia Westwood were getting ready for church when the bomb exploded at the 16th Street Baptist Church, killing all 4 school girls. Yeah. I can go on, Dr. Martin King, Malcolm X, JFK. And please don't think that they were all black that were killed in the name of rights. Many white people died, trying to make a change. Many, not one, not two, not three, many. Because the thing about this thing called faith is you have to be willing to make a stand in order for things to change. I thank God for the people that came before us tonight to talk about this church. The very name is named after a civil rights advocate. Reverend Joseph Armstrong Lane was the pastor that created this church, but he named it the Laine-Waring after Judge Julius Waring. They came up with this huge case that they decided it was righteous to fight. The Supreme Court Judge Waring, and this black man, so it was a black and a white man, and that never was happening in the 1940s, not the 70s, not the 50s, the 40s. He said, I'm gonna stand up with you, and we're gonna do the right thing. So this Supreme Court judge put his own life on the line and did the right thing, and they came up with this case called Elliott or Briggs versus Elliott. It went all the way to the Supreme Court. This judge nurtured them, and they came, him and Reverend Laine became friends, and this is why we have schools at AME now. That's right, that's called the Briggs versus Elliott. If you were in a hallway, you saw some of the letters and some of the photos. Those are the gentlemen who changed history. Yes. Now, you may not have heard the rest of it, where they tried to kill Reverend Joseph Laine. They shot him, they burned his house down with his family, and they burned his church down, and they threatened to kill Judge Wayne. As a matter of fact, it got to the point where they had to hide him and throw him in the car. As history says, they hid him in the trunk of the car, at least Judge Wayne hid him in the trunk of his car so he could get him out of town before they killed him. This is the kind of courage, that's called a hero to me. Not one of them, but both of them.